I want to get the read from Axios media reporter Sara Fischer, Media Research Center expert. Rich Noyes joining us. Sorry, guys, I lost my place there. Let me get, Sara, your thoughts first on the unusual nature of what the president said here. I'll get into the Korean stuff here, but this idea that he's already moved forward to call this Spygate, that there might have been plants within the Trump campaign, sort of sniffing around there. He says spying on them. Others have said the same. Is it your sense that this develops into something, or it's much ado about nothing?
Well, it's too soon to tell. As the president referenced, that IG report that's supposed to be coming out shortly will give us more information. But it is important to recognize that this is a pivotal moment for the Trump presidency. It sort of solidifies the positioning between him as well as sort of the mainstream media and the intelligence forces. And even just using the term Spygate, sort of is the president's way of calling this out and calling it a significant issue to the American public. Yeah,
I liked how he said that's what you called it. It started with him calling it that. But, you got to own the marketing. Rich, there's another issue that has come up here, that whether he will get fair treatment in all of this. A lot of people point out if this were Barack Obama and there were indications that there were plans from the government and the prior administration spying on his campaign, all hell would break loose. Is that your sense?
Well, I think that's right. I mean, we've had 1,400, 1,500 minutes of coverage speculating about what the Trump campaign might have done wrong vis-a-vis Russia in 2016. There's been very, very little coverage from the mainstream media. It only happens when the president himself gets involved as to what was going on. Were there excesses? Were there problems on the investigation side in 2016? Was the Obama administration pushing the envelope too far? These news stories about an informant sort of, talking to Trump people and then reporting back to the FBI what they said, that would have been a big story if it had happened to the Obama team under, say, a Republican administration, the Bush administration. But here, not
CNN so much. Not so much. Rich, I'm jumping on you, and I apologize,
right.
But just to see the president has arrived at Joint Base Andrews now, I know what you're thinking. Man, that was fast. With the comments we got were tape comments, so he had time to hop on Marine One and get to Joint Base Andrews. But Sara, the president also talked about this upcoming talk with the North Koreans and whether it even takes place. So he seems to be holding out the possibility it might not happen at all. If it doesn't happen, just play that out for me.
I mean, if it doesn't happen, you can assume that the administration is still going to want to try to advance talks. It's something that they've been, talking about doing for a long time. We know that Vice President Mike Pence had some successes in communicating with them. So it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to continue talks. But again, if they got delayed June 12th, it wouldn't necessarily mean the end of negotiations.
Is that your sense, Rich, and how will that be played in the media if that's the case?
Well, the media have sort of gone back and forth on Korea. They've been suggesting that the president was too much of a cheerleader, already sort of willing to sort of give away the store looking for a Nobel Peace Prize. Now they're suggesting he's sort of throwing cold water on it and trying to sort of kill it before anything happens to it. I think the media are overreacting, and I think the correct advice would be just wait and see what happens and report it as it happens, not speculate about what will happen.
All right. We in the media have no time to wait for facts. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.